thank you everyone for the time you put in. It's pretty, obviously this is compelling content if we're able to keep you in your seats this long. But every time we get groups like this together, I'm just inspired by not only the mission and passion that people bring, but just the incredible complexity and opportunity here. So we're at the start of a journey. So I'd encourage you, if you know ventures or innovators, if you're an expert and you want to help contribute to the field, go to our website, promisestudio.org, fill out a form, get on our list, and we're going to be rolling out a series of programs. We have the fellowship program that we're talking about now for ventures that are looking to accelerate their growth and impact, so please let other people know about that. And we will have some demo events in the fall to trade information like this on a much larger scale. So we hope to continue this in other channels. And we'll come back at the end to introduce the Lego thing.
Yeah. 4 quick thoughts from me. Thanks for staying. Thought 1, how many of you have actually had this kind of dialogue in your community? Anybody? You have. We need to have this dialogue in every community. I think one of the enduring values of both Sesame Street and Head Start, why they've been around for 50 years, is that they're very much community oriented. And I think number 2 is that our team is ready to do some work regionally. We're going to be opening up an Early Futures initiative in New York City. So those of you in the tri-state area, come and see me. We're going to have some ideas working with our 2 colleagues on the East Coast. The third idea I have is that we're at ASU for really the first time in an organized way. Talk it up, right? Talk it up. Talk to Deb. Talk to the conference organizers. This should be a regular, gig over here. And there are things that you guys can do with your own voices. And then finally, is Chris still here? Chris Perry was just amazing. Really. So, this is California. This is the home of innovation and breakthrough solutions and all that great stuff. What Chris is bringing with an incredible team, including, I can't even begin to tell you the wonderful people working with Gavin Newsom. Let us make California the place for early futures. So let's get together behind the leadership of the great policy leaders in the state, starting today. So thanks very much.
Final thank you for the ASU GSV team for having supported early childhood for the past few years. The room was clearly too small, so we need a bigger space. Maybe
we need Elmo every year.
What about the main space next year? The main ballroom next year. And let's all move from a place of scarcity that the early childhood field has been to a place of possibility together.
Great. Okay, so last thing, this is, for those of you who stuck around, we broke all the rules of learning, and particularly early childhood education. Sitting and being talked to is not the way you learn. I think anyone who's in this field knows you learn by social interaction and you learn by play-based learning. So the real pop-up is starting now, and we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to have Silver McDonald go through a 10-minute Lego exercise that's going to teach you about play-based learning. And then we're going to move to a social interaction, which is at Roy's. Come by the happy hour and meet other people and share ideas. It's at the Marriott, which is just south of here along the water. So we hope to see you immediately after this. Silver, please help us with the real learning.
Thank you. Who here is familiar with Lego education specifically? Awesome. So Lego education is a specific part of Lego. It's separate from the commercial side. And we work with school districts all across the country in the US and all around the world. Our products go from pre-K all the way through primary and secondary. And it's really focused on building those STEM skills and those early confidence, everything from the earlier parts of working with Duplo all the way up to really advanced robotics in the higher grade levels. So what we're going to do today is everyone's going to get a packet. They're being handed out now. And I need everyone to pair up in groups of 2. You have to sit right by each other, pair up in groups of 2. And this exercise is, here, you can have mine. Sure. Anyone who doesn't have a packet, raise your hand, please. You? Okay, you can have this one.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to need it for 1 second. So this exercise is called back to back. So we need you to literally sit. Sorry, it's a little bit loud. Literally sit back to back with the other person. One person is A and one person is B. Can all the A's raise your hands? Every group has an A. Over at the tables, every group have an A, every group have a B. Okay, you literally have to sit back to back for the exercise, so you can't have it all on the table. You're working pairs. So everyone sit back to back. One's an A and one's a B. Yeah, that's perfect. No, you need to be back to back. Back to back. And do not build what's on the bag. There you go, perfect. We need you to move back to back, please. We need you to move back to back. Yeah, everyone be back to back. Back, awesome. So we need everyone, you're great. You need to move back to back. Back to back. Do not build what's on the bag. We're not doing that. Back to back. And one person is an A and one person is a B. All right. All right, who are my A's at this table? A. Okay. Okay, I thought you were partners. I was like, no. No, you're good, okay.
We just need one set of blocks for the pair.
No, one per person.
One set of blocks per person.
Per person. Okay, not yet. Oh, good, we have our volunteers. So it's called back to back. Everyone sit back to back with one other person. One person is A, one person is B. Do not build what's on the bag. That's not the exercise. So A is going to take a moment and build whatever they want to, with B not being able to see it. Take about a minute or two to build something out. And then A is going to describe it to B, and B is going to try to build it without seeing what A has. All right? But you can ask any questions that you want. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay, but don't start explaining it yet. Yep. Are you guys good over here? So one person builds, and then you describe it to the person behind you. They have to build it on their side, yeah, without seeing it. Want to talk again? Okay, cool. I'll go table to table. So did everyone get over here? One person builds, the other person waits, and then A is going to describe it to B, and B's going to build it. Yeah, you want to help them recreate on their side. Exactly. And at the end, you're going to turn around and see if you're able to replicate it on the other side. Yep, okay. You guys get over here? All right, everyone. All right, so A's, if you've finished your build, raise your hand. Okay. So now the A is going to describe the build to the person behind you. They can ask any questions, but they can't see. And the goal is to have you both build exactly the same thing. You have two more minutes. Nice job. don't see that very often.
Did a good job describing.
That's awesome. Nice job.
What are we doing?
Oh, they're doing a build together. Yeah. How's it going? Did you guys finish?
My partner got engaged in a conversation. I'm just going to build something.
Question for you. After we do it, are we supposed to reverse?
Nope, that's it. Yeah, we'll just have one more minute.
Okay.
Okay, we have one more minute. How'd you guys do? All right, we have about 10 more seconds. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, how did everyone do? Turn around and show each other your builds. Can everyone hold up your build? How did you do? You got it? Nice job.
Not perfect,
Awesome.
but pretty good.
Okay. How about over there? They did pretty well. Good. How did you guys do? Pretty close. Okay, good. Awesome. Okay, good. This is a good crew. So what are some of the skills that you use when you were communicating with each other to understand what to develop? Huh? So too loud? Oh, listening. What are some of the skills that everyone used for this event? Everyone's just talking. So, focus. Thank you. I would if I could. So communication. You had to ask about colors. What else did you need to do? Asking which side, right. So dimensions and proximity. Shapes. Huh? Yeah, it's like...
Yo, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Silver is trying to give you some key takeaways. I know y'all are having so much fun, but let's let her tell you why you did this today.
Well, now you have something to take with you to happy hour and another game to play, so that's good. That's achieved. Really, the point is just to look at what types of communication skills you utilize, what types of directional information did you give, and what worked well and where did you run into challenges. So what are some observations from your tables? Communication, absolutely. So who came on really similar to the other builds? Yeah. Identical, awesome. Okay. Did she create an image for you to begin with, or? Yeah, she gave me a picture. Very nice. Okay. For other groups, did you start with the bigger picture, or did you start with just incremental builds? Incremental? Yep.
Making mistakes is as fun as getting it right.
It's true. So it's just a fun social activity you can use. It's actually fun to do even with professional offsites, as an example, for team building. It works really well with the younger learners as well. And it's just a really fun way to engage and to take the different perspective too. It's fun to be on the other side and see what types of questions you want to have as a follow-up to make sure that you're able to build things out in the way that was intended. So that's everyone can keep your kit, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.